everyone! It's been months since my last video, so I would like to invoke the archangels, the benevolent Pleiadian guides, Jesus Christ, the benevolent Orion guides, and our star ancestors here. I'm going to start with the Starseed Oracle, and I'm wearing a hat by Bridget. Her merchandise is Stone Fox. I don't know if you can see from here. I'll put a link in the description for her apparel. It's really one of a kind conceptual work that she does. Shout out to her. So let's just see where we're at with this reading. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. So a lot of you have come to a crossroads or a realization in which there are people who you thought were for you but who are not in resonance with you anymore. There's been a shift in your frequency and your energy, and it's creating hostilities. There's a kind of embracing of authenticity with this card, which requires that you know who you are. So congratulations to you for even knowing who you are and for standing in your truth, because a lot of people in the Matrix have completely just curtain over their heads. They walk around blind, and they have very ridiculous notions of what defines them. So you're already awakening in consciousness, and that you have a stance in your individuality, and you have a stance in your expression, your creative expression, and your spiritual expression, your romantic expression, and it's making it so that you could be the ripest, juiciest peach, and not everybody likes peaches. And you're going to see a contrast, because when the light shines, even the darkness is attracted to the light. So you will face more polarity, duality, trying to rope you back into the drama, back into the play, because your energy is like fuel for the Matrix, for the dark agenda. Your negative, fear, sadness, depression, disempowerment, that's what feeds this dying system that you're escaping out of. So here we have a really powerful divine feminine archetype stepping in. It's Sophia. She is the female god. She is the creator of this realm. So there's a returning to the divine feminine in our society. So there will be a divide, because there will be an old patriarchal, capitalistic, white supremacist, perverted, ass-backward society that we're going to watch cripple in turn of the age into the age of Aquarius. It will be divine feminine. It will be holistic. It will be collaborative. It will be nurturing of our pleasure. And that's the theme that's been coming up a lot, is when you start to step into your authenticity, there's a lot of pleasure, and there's a kind of wisdom that comes with not everybody has been initiated into this kind of pleasureful way of life, because you have to be very strong in your connection to center, your connection to source. You have to be very strong in your embracing of your true north in order to reap the rewards and sow the seeds that is this divine pleasure that is your birthright. Because a lot of the Matrix wants you to feel shitty about yourself. That's the whole game they play. Is there's reward in hustle, there's reward in suffering and self-sacrifice. It's the illusion of this archetype of just a total martyr, and we're getting rid of the martyrdom. So the Priestess of Light Oracle, I just got this deck Sacred breath and sound. This is about speaking your truth, the throat chakra. Life force and communication. And then we have the divine masculine, electric, active power. So I think with the divine masculine, speaking their truth, awakening their throat chakra, and using their voice and their frequency to emanate goodwill, to emanate healing, to emanate transformation. It is so hard to be a divine masculine, and my heart goes out to them. I have so much compassion for the divine masculines because they face, it's the fight of their life, and they're under attack all the time in every way, and anything they do that's deviant is targeted, judged, and persecuted. So this is about speaking your truth as the divine masculine, Archangel Gabriel, invoking him for speaking your truth, and how it's okay and safe now for the masculines to express who they really are without the persecution that they had faced for lifetimes. Because the masculine in his power and his divine expression is a force to be reckoned with. It's electricity, it's sexual, spiritual, aligned chakra energy. And that's what the Sophia ultimately nurtures. The divine feminine is creating it's serving everyone. So the masculine and the feminine are paired quite well in this reading. So I'm assuming that it's also speaking to the twin flames. I'm going to pull an energy oracle to get more clarity on this, because what I'm getting is, for the feminines, you're stepping into your authenticity, you're invoking the Sophia wisdom that you're not for everybody, that by being yourself, you're creating natural boundaries. By embracing your pleasure and authentic expression and being in your truth, it creates a natural boundary. And then with the masculines, I feel like the celebration of using the throat for the amplifying of what they want more of, that manifestation power, the world. So here we have the feminine and the masculine coming together to change the paradigm of the world. It's like this divine union, and in its expression is going to create ripple effects that will bring in the new earth that we're here to manifest. And so with the world card, I remember it saying that the world is your oyster. So it's truly about how powerful we are in creating. We are co-creators of our reality, and it's so ridiculous how hard everything around us tries to get us to forget that. Because when we remember, we can never really forget again. We're always co-creating. And so letting go of the matrix. This is especially powerful for feminines who are realizing that who they are is going to be in the wake of conflict, that we have to fight for what is normally our birthright, which it comes with that authentic expression, and how this was dangerous for us in past lifetimes. There's the trauma and the wounding and the scarring in our psyches, in our hearts and our bodies about what it was for us to be our divine loving selves, and the target that put on our back. I'm getting off base here. I think letting go in the world speaks to the releasing of the matrix. What does it feel like when you imagine your world without any money? What does it feel like when you imagine your world without any abuse, any persecution? You're completely self-sustained. You're in interdependence in a healthy community. What does it look like for you to be living your best life and for that to be nourishing for everyone around you? Because this is the kind of world that we're trying to create. And first we have to let go of the old one. So Okay, what card am I pulling here? I'm going to pull an empath activation card. This is really big, collective level, grand scale reading right now. I guess that's what I get for not making videos for so long. Earth stewardship. Yeah. Okay, here it is. This is the message. So, we're becoming aware and we're remembering that there is no new Earth without Gaia, without the Earth that we're physically inhabiting. So for us to ascend, for us to create this paradise, this utopia, this new Earth that we hold in our hearts and that we have a vision of in our third eye, it requires us to be totally plugged into and nurturing of and stewards of Gaia. There is no new Earth without the complete reverence and servitude to the divine feminine, which is the Earth, which is our conduit and connection to God. And that's the current world that we've been dealing with is what happened when we separated ourselves from her. Every suffering that you're seeing on the news, every kind of narrative that is playing out in our matrix system right now is because of the separation from Gaia. And this was an intentional fall from God, a fall from grace. And through the grace of life, through the return of the Sophia and the Gnostic wisdom that will be blessing us and giving us downloads these past couple weeks, these next couple weeks, it will help us have faith. And by having faith, we can trust and relax and let go. Because now, in our awakening and remembering, that's what it takes for the matrix to die out. Because it's clinging to us like parasites. And when we surrender to the grace of life, when we surrender to the intelligent nature of reality and the interconnectedness of the unity of love, that is what will liberate us from feeling like we're dying with the matrix. I'm going to pull a Gaia Oracle card. Enchanted Forest, Mystery, Magic, and Excitement. So this is Lemurian. This is the mysticism, the higher wisdom of the ancients that will be coming back to us. Some of you might be getting some downloads from your ancestors. You might be awakening to your supernatural abilities. This has been a big theme lately, is the activating of our supernatural powers. I'm going to pull an angel card. All right, so we have listen to your intuition and reconsider. So I think the reconsider goes to reassessing and reevaluating and being really introspective about why you value the things that you value and what's the heart behind that. Because when we have a healthy relationship to our hearts and our desires, we have a healthy relationship to reality. If you are out of touch with why you're doing what you're doing, it's going to be fruitless. It'll be pointless. You want to extend your efforts in something that the original intention behind it is of new earth, it's new frequency, it's high vibrational. Going to uplift you and everyone around you. It's not going to play out the same broken record fear narrative that's been driving your life for so long. Okay. I want to pull another card on the divine masculine and the voice. I feel like this needs further clarification, so I'm going to pull from the Mystical Journey Oracle. what's going on with the divine masculines? Okay, inspiration. Masculines, you need to be singing. You need to be poets. Poema was something that came up in church. There's a lot of creative masculines out there that need to express themselves. Ignite that fire. I'm getting a lot of there's crown chakra activations. It's the sacred flame of God. You have this spark, this pure energy flowing through you, and it wants to express itself, and it might express itself creatively. So by honoring your gifts that God gave you, you're actively agreeing that you can shine brighter and brighter. And your expression, your creative expression, it's going to be a combination. It'll be sad, it'll be sexual, it'll be alchemical, it'll be dramatic, it'll be shy. It could be whatever form that it comes out in has intention and purpose, and for you to trust that that is the divine wanting to express itself through you because you are the divine in form. So that's the message specifically for the divine masculines. I feel like I just want to pull one more starseed card. It was a really intense new moon in Cancer. There was so much emotions, and it totally felt like a primal energy going through my body. It was like I remembered what it was to be an animal again. And I think that's the kind of simplification that we go through in our spiritual awakening, is this deep programming of the overcomplication of our desires and thoughts and feelings, and returning to the simplicity that is our true natures, which there's a poem about laying naked at the feet of God in our stripped down, raw, gritty expression. That's the truth of our divinity. So, weight of the world, boundaries let go, it's not yours to carry. Just for both the masculine and feminine, there's been such a battle going on around you, and you don't need to be a part of it, because you're holding space in another dimension. Now that you've ascended to a higher frequency, there's going to be a lot pulling at you to try and come back down to fight these frivolous battles that other people are fighting. And it's just not where you're meant to be. When you feel good, when you feel like you're in your element and you're in your most pleasure, that's where you're meant to be, and that's where you're anchoring the new earth frequency and contributing to the collective healing in your own way. So don't feel pressured to jump in just because the world might be burning around you. That's definitely the message of these cards. Let go, surrender, and trust that God has you. This is a deep initiation for you to not do anything at this time, because your journey is unique to you, and it has absolutely no resonance with those who are fighting in the 3-4D. You might lose friends, you might be losing friends, you might be losing a lot of people. Just know that with all the conflict and resistance you might be facing, that's confirmation you're on the right path. Because when you're leaving a ass backwards, distorted reality, there's going to be resistance. And so you're on the right path. Blessings, peace, love, and light. Keep doing what you're doing. Until next time, bye.